A recent CNN poll, Andrew Yang is registering at 3%. He tweeted he has raised $2 million in a week and now on the cusp of qualifying for the next debate scheduled for December 19th. Andrew Yang with us now, joining us from Poughkeepsie, New York. All right, good to see you. We're
Fredricka,
hearing.
Happy
Good
holidays.
to see you.
Great to
Happy
be here.
holidays.
I'm at the Hudson Valley Animal Rescue.
Yeah, tell me all about that. I'm sorry about that. We have a little delay.
Happy holidays to you. I never get to do these interviews in casual clothes. It makes me so happy.
And at the same time, I understand. I totally feel that. I was just fussing with this blouse I've been wearing. Anyway, so you are, surrounded by a lot of critters there, and I don't mean, in the race for the White House. You're at an animal sanctuary. We're hearing the dogs barking. This is an extension of your Pledge for Humanity effort. Pledge an hour of your time, do something, good for humanity. Where did this come from? Why is this important to you?
Well, our campaign slogan is humanity first, because we need to rewrite the rules of the 21st century economy to work for us. And we thought about ways we could actually demonstrate those values. And so many of our supporters around the country are doing incredible work in their communities. So we decided to have a Pledge for Humanity. And I'm proud to say that over 3,000 hours of community service have been pledged, and they're taking place today. So this is my contribution, but again, there are thousands of other Americans around the country doing great stuff in their communities.
And it's a fantastic reminder, in this season of giving and here on Thanksgiving weekend. So I mentioned earlier where you are in the polling in the race for the White House. $2 million recently raised. You've got 200,000 unique donors, which helps you really qualify for the next debate. The other part of the equation to qualify is higher polling. So what can you do at this juncture to make sure you qualify?
Well, first, I'm happy to say we're actually past 300,000 individual donors. So we're growing by leaps and bounds all the time. And I'll be back in Iowa. I'll have a bus tour of my own starting next week. That we're seeing incredible growth in Iowa and New Hampshire and in the early states. We're one of the few campaigns that's been growing this whole time. And I'm happy to say the growth is accelerating right now at the most important of times.
So how important is it for you to be on stage, on the debate stage? And I ask because, in the last debate on MSNBC, you challenged the network saying they omitted you 12 times and that you vowed not to join any of that network's shows until it acknowledged that. So, A, how important is the debate stage for you? And has MSNBC acknowledged your experience and observation?
Well, I'm happy to say that that this debate, as you know, will be simulcast on CNN. I enjoyed working with your colleagues, Fredricka, who I thought were incredibly professional and right up the middle. So the debates are really important for us because it's another chance to make our case to the American people that we need a new way forward and we need to rewrite the rules of the 21st century economy to work for us. But we're excited for the next debate. As you said, we're on the cusp of qualifying. We expect to qualify sometime this week.
So talk to me about the frustration, or perhaps it's the motivation, to get your platforms on automation, value-added tax for tech, cannabis legalization, your freedom dividend, to really resonate, or to get more, to, join your Yang gang.
Yeah, well, the Yang gang is growing every single day. And Americans are smart. We realize that this economy is not working for us anymore, and a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month would be a game changer for millions of American families. It would make us stronger, healthier, less stressed out. It would improve our relationships and our decision making. So this is the vision that has caused us to continue to climb in the polls. As you said, we're nationally right now, we're sitting in either 5th or 6th place, depending upon which polls you're looking at. And we're still growing when other campaigns are actually contracting. We're hiring people who are leaving other campaigns that are shrinking. So this is a fantastic time for us. And the important thing is that we're going to peak at the right time when the voting starts in February.
Hey, voters like to be inspired, by their pick for the White House. And as a candidate, what inspires you about the job of president, and what keeps you motivated to keep fighting for it?
Well, to me, Running for president was the only way that we could actually advance meaningful solutions to the fact that we're going through the greatest economic transformation in our country's history, the fourth industrial revolution. To me, the reason why Donald Trump won in 2016 was that we blasted away 4 million manufacturing jobs that were based primarily in Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and the swing states. I would not be running for president if I thought there was another way that we could actually advance meaningful solutions in the time that we have. And that's what keeps me going. That and the fact that the Yang Gang is so passionate and idealistic and wonderful everywhere I go around the country.
And then let me ask you about the impeachment process. This is a big week. You've been very vocal on the process, and you argue that it may only help Republicans next November. Americans are virtually split on whether the president should be impeached and removed. What is your view? Since the process is underway, should he be impeached and removed?
I am pro-impeachment, Fredricka, but we have to face facts that not a single Republican has come forward to support these proceedings, and we need 24 Republican senators to actually have impeachment be successful. So we have to face facts that this is not likely to happen, and we need to take every second to make a positive case to the American people that will get them excited about moving us all forward, a new way forward in 2020. When we're talking about Donald Trump, the only person that wins is Donald Trump, and unfortunately that includes in the context of impeachment.
And then do you see the subject of impeachment, the process of it, either hurting or helping the Democratic chances of getting into the White House?
You know, unfortunately, what I see happening is further polarization, where if Donald Trump is still president after the impeachment proceedings, which I expect he will be, then he'll be crowing about how he was completely exonerated and the Democrats were on a witch hunt that had been discredited. And his supporters will be very galvanized around that message, while Democrats will still be needing to put forward a positive and optimistic vision for the country. So unfortunately, I do think this could end up energizing Donald Trump's base after he gets through this process, which unfortunately I expect he will. I expect him to be at the ballot box for me to defeat in 2020. That's my job.
All right. Andrew Yang, thank you so much. Joining us from Poughkeepsie, New York, you and your friendly critters around you there.
Happy holidays, Fredricka. I'll see you soon.
All right. Happy holidays. Thank you so much.